Shorts are a little bit big on me.
Sure, this is my shirt. Oh, you trying to see that spot I'm throwing it down? Without having to, now let's see what spot you going for. You going for that frame in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
You're almost underneath it.
I'm gonna bring it up to it. Yeah, that's right.
That's part of the frame?
Yep.
I thought it was the part that was a little bit more dead center.
It's a little body.
Huh?
Little body.
The one that's dead center?
I can hit here, or like you said, dead center. Okay. Only problem is my jack doesn't roll, so it's gonna pull your car this way.
Yeah, I was experiencing that when I jacked the front of my car up. I'm gonna fall on my head.
Board.
I need to take that wheel off, don't I?
What's that? Yeah, let me grab that.
I should have loosened that before you jacked it up.
Well, turn the wheel. Let's see if it's in gear.
Oh, if it's in gear.
It won't turn.
I just got to push the clutch in and move it. I don't leave it in gear. I leave it to roll. I always put it in neutral. I put it in neutral because I got that, I don't have to step on my clutch to start it.
Gotcha.
So, that's something bad waiting to happen. And it has happened to me.
What's that?
Oh, with my when I had my auto starter. I don't feel anybody around me, so. Maybe he see that spirit behind me trying to get me. Activate spirit firewall 5.0. Take this bolt out.
I already know which one you took out. Without even looking at it. There's only one that's going to blink.
And it has been, my brake fluid has been going down.
reservoir.
Yeah, in the reservoir. But not. The thing is, it's not going down enough for me to even notice. Well, I mean,
Gotcha. I see it right at the edge.
it's not going down enough for me to be like, man, you know, I got a leak.
Let me get my
Hose here.
I should you gotta keep it
real.
keep it organized. Check me out.
Oh, you ready? What I got? I was gonna say that case looked like mine.
Since I gotta deal with my speaker wire.
There you go.
Oh, I know when I'm getting power to it. Oh, you about to pump some grease?
You got to bleed your caliper.
Oh, you about to leave it.
Let's see.
You need a pot, don't you?
No, I see my oil thing is flipped sideways. So I'm just going to go ahead and add it to it.
Yeah. See, I knew I had some air in the line. I had the same problem when I was, the Honda uses the brake thing for the clutch as well. And to bleed that, it's right here. This thing right-
Like you master
Yeah. I got to a point where I couldn't shift gears.
clutch cylinder.
And I had to bleed it out. For a second, I thought I had to go buy a whole new clutch. And I was like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is going to cost so much money. And then Google was like, nope, you got air in your line. And I just basically purged the whole thing out and refilled it back up. And my clutch started working again. And I was like, yes!
See how this is what I try to explain to people. I mean, over the years.
You take it into a shop and they would rip you off. They would rip you off viciously, boy. I wish we had I could have sworn my dad had a grease gun. Because I have grease.
It's in there. It's in the shed.
Because I wanted to hit those ball joints up. I don't know, maybe I don't have the right grease. I got let's see. It's in here.
Now since they have the silicone, the synthetic, best to just go with that.
This right here. Lithium multi-purpose grease. But I've never pulled the cap off. I just use it to dip screws into it and Like what I did with these bolts here.
The way they make a lot of the parts on the Honda is you have to replace them out. You can't grease them. This way, a lot of the newer cars are built that way. You have to, so normally.
But it's got the grease port.
You have a grease port right here, on the joint, on down in here to degrease that bushing. This one, that's the that one.
Actually, I thought this was the grease joint, but that's not. It's not.
I tell you what I'm gonna need to do.
That'd have been a bad idea if I would have greased that.
I'm gonna start pushing down on the brake so that way you can see it.
Okay.
I'm gonna start pushing down on the brake, and then as I'm pushing down on the brake, I'll say start, and then you start pulling this up. That's this way.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Hold on. Don't hit the brake just yet.
I'll tell you. Tell me when you're ready, and then I'll tell you.
I'm ready. Go ahead and start pulling it close.
Still coming out?
Yeah. It's closed.
See any air come out when I was doing it?
Yeah.
Now, open it back up.
Oh, it's filling up.
Close it up. Close.
Yeah, it's closed.
Open it back up.
It's open.
Air coming out.
Uh-huh.
Close it back up.
It seems like it's not receding back in. Some of it's just leaking down. It looks like it's going back in, but it's not. Yeah, it's closed.
Open it up.
It's open.
Close it. One more time. Open it up. Close it.
It's closed.
Oh, that's nice and firm right there. I'll be able to tell because it'll have bubbles inside the line for me.
Oh, there's a lot of bubbles inside the line. Inside the,
Okay, and those will still coming out of the. Okay. I'll do it a couple more times. Probably gonna check your brake fluid. Make sure you're good.
I got a bottle in there if we need to fill up.
We will eventually. Once we get finished, just make sure enough to get through.
I hope it doesn't have an expiration date because I've had that since 2008. My hand's on it.
Okay, open it up.
It's open.
Close it up.
It's closed.
Open.
Open.
Close.
Close. It's pretty. You said it's pretty firm and tight. Let me try it out. Let me feel it real quick.
Yeah, but you know what your pattern is like.
I know what it was this morning, terrible. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. No, it's fixed.
Okay.
That is it. That's what I like to feel right there. That right there saves me from hitting so many people because it's just you put your foot on it like boom, you stop it.
Yeah. Now what it will do is it'll pump up. Now I'm sure we're good. Let me get this down in there. The simple thing of bleeding the brakes.
You know, and it said on the internet, the guy said on the internet, he said just bleeding it won't fix it. He's saying that your cylinder, your caliper is rusted and it's stuck and stuff.
In some ways, if you've had the car and it's had its original calipers on it, yeah, they can freeze up. If you hadn't changed, because normally what in changing the brakes, you compress the caliper back inside. You know, you can take the rubber piece off first, clean the outside up, and then put the rubber piece back on. Compress the caliper back inside, and then you put your pads on and put it back. You know, put it back on the rotor and stuff like that, and that will actually keep it to where it releases. Because what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to push this backside.
Yeah.
It pushes that backside, and which pulls the front side. That's what it does. That's why there's play right in here. So when it pushes on this, it actually pulls this.
Actually, on this one right here, this is what I needed you to break off. This is what I need you to break off. This right here is rusted. It will not come off. It moves up and down. It moves up and down, but it will not. Like normally on the other one, I could take this off. I could just slide it out. As I move it up, it slides out, and I can set it right here up top. I can change my brakes in 5 minutes, no problems. This takes 30 minutes to an hour.
Gotcha.
Because I have to hit it non-stop to basically make it work its way down on top of it. But that's when we do the timing belt.
Okay.
Because the whole vehicle will be up, you know.
I was going to say, because it looks like the way yours is set up is you have one bolt. That
yeah, I just take that one bolt out.
And then this slides out.
Yeah, it just slides out, but this doesn't slide out because it's damaged.
Gotcha.
It's rusted or damaged or whatever. So that's why I plan on loading you up with some cash, because you might break this off, and then that might just be broke. we might need to just replace it.
Gotcha.
But you'll have 3 days. Have 3 days, but I want to be able to change my brakes in 5 minutes.
Instead of hours.
Instead of hours.
I got you.
Because I could change it. But I mean, if I sold this car to someone, or I handed it down to Asia, and I told her that there are things that she has to do, like change her brakes.
Asia drive a stick?
Not yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Not yet. This car is in my wheel.
That's cool.
Yeah. So.
I was gonna say, and the thing is I asked her, because I was without. Oops, it's gonna be on tape. No, that's your mom knowing it. I was gonna have her follow me from her car over in Kansas. I said, what's the farthest you've driven, Asia? And she goes, well, I did drive from school to my friend's house. You know, so I was like, I said, nah, I better not put her out on the highway. She, rolling something.
I'm in an action movie.
Because that's what I told her. I said, it's not about you can't drive, Asia. It's about being able to respond to circumstances.
Oh, I remember my dad was teaching Pam how to drive, and we were going down to Oklahoma. It was like 5-6 lane, I guess, when it was turnpike highways, whatever. And this animal darts out into the highway, running dead center. Of course it can't go anywhere because there's concrete columns in the center of the road. So it's trying to run back. My dad reached over and grabbed that steering wheel, and he looked at Pam and said, either it dies or we die. Because Pam was about to jerk that steering wheel and be like, Sean, move. He was like, oof. He held on to it like, we going straight. We're going straight. Because either it dies or we die.
And that's what I'm saying. They will respond. What happens is a little cat runs out. It's like the lady that was killed with the guy. Somebody had dropped the mannequin off the bridge in the middle of the highway, so they're coming down the road, not even thinking, probably la la la, not expecting anything at the end of the night. All of a sudden, this mannequin is right there, so they think it's a person. Killed him.
Yeah.
Killed him. The person actually went to jail too. The kid. I mean, not thinking.
Not thinking.
Not thinking that.
Yeah.
The response is going to be, woo. I think if I came up on a mannequin hanging off a bridge, not knowing that it's a mannequin, I would have been.
Yeah, the human. When it comes to the human body, we always don't respond accordingly until you go overseas and you're in a war zone. You're still lifting it up. Okay. Because I was underneath there, and I'm scraping off pure oil with my hand. Like that thick, like it's been in there, and it's just seeping out a little bit. It's kind of got me weary, because maybe I drove over something. Don't know. I did.
Always. Now, back in my younger days, I was all.
Oh, the jack will hold it.
Yeah.
No.
That way, if it was your time, you just made your time a little bit longer. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. That's not that bad. It looks like. Oil on that boat. Look at that oil coming around.
You see that heat plate that's loose? Oh, is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, this is what's vibrating right here.
Yeah.
I could actually just take it off. But I say just take it off. I would have to actually break it off because those bolts, they rust on. Yeah, they rust on, so I won't be able to take the bolts off. But I can take that bottom plate off.
This is supposed to protect you when you hit something, right?
Well, for the most part, but you're not driving off road or crazy anyway, so you're good to go.
Yeah, it's still gonna have the fire.
It also protects the mechanics when they get underneath here from getting burned. This will stay cooler. You're still gonna go get a little vibration.
Yeah, I touched it a little bit. It was pretty hot.
It looks like it's your oil pan gasket because it's wet all the way around the gasket.
I think that piece that's right by your hand right there, to your left. I mean, yeah. Just hit with the one that's dented in. That's dented in, isn't it? Like someone tried to jack it up right there, right?
Yes. This is your oil pan. This is part of it. And what you have is you have a gasket that's mounted around there. So exhaust comes up. But the thing is you're not leaking that bad. It's just a little bit of residue.
You think a sealant could?
Yeah, I think a good quality gasket sealant with a expanded gasket and then also you use Lucas, don't you?
Lucas?
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
You talking about Lucas like synthetic oil or something?
Well, they have a Lucas synthetic, and then they have just a regular Lucas. Mainly, it's perfect for the older blocks, but it works good for these newer ones too. But
Lucas come in that white bottle, doesn't it?
yes, the white.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I've seen it at AutoZone.
And you a small percentage because what it does is it'll actually the Lucas actually. That's why I say for the older vehicles, they don't have the gaskets that these newer cars have. So their gaskets need reconditioned. You know, it's when the car's 1976, 1980, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Man, look at that.
anyway, but I would just suggest putting some of that in there on your next oil change,
Like you said, that oil change. The oil change is probably going to happen when I get the timing belt changed.
That's
and everything.
Oh, your next oil change is putting some of that in there. And
Spark
then,
plugs.
But I know what I am, or what I have planned on doing is I'm gonna go ahead and put a cleaner inside, let it clean up everything, and then take it out. Because all I want to do is get all the dirt and stuff that's sitting in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's normal. Because what you have is why your oil changes the color it does, it gets dirty, is because of the dirt that comes into the engine from the breather and from the gasoline that's leaking past the cylinder.
Oh, okay.
That's why it darkens up. So that's why a good air breather like you have on there. I know you have a good K&N. Yeah, it actually, this looks great underneath here.
Yeah. You know, I bought this car on the internet and had insurance on it before I even went to go pick it up. and then check this out. Then I learned how to drive a stick.
On your way back.
No, on the day I bought it. He made me do a test drive with it, and I learned how to drive a stick. Just like that. And then I drove it home, and he was like, man, you know. And the bank was all like, yeah, we're only going to give you up to 80%. And I'm like, well, I got the grants. Because the car was $6,000. Mm-hmm. Yes, I bought it for $6,000 or something like that. And so I had to put up, I think $2,000 or something. I don't know.
But the good thing is look.
And it was, guess how many miles? Guess how many miles it had on it?
Probably about 60-some thousand.
60-some thousand miles for a 98 Honda Civic.
Exactly. Somebody wasn't driving it that much.
Nope. And I checked to confirm that was it. All right.
Yeah, a 98 Honda Civic with 68,000 miles. And what does it have on it now? About one?
It's got, matter of fact, you might as well just go ahead and get that on the camera.
I got you better. You want to sit in your seat better.
Oh, I'm not getting in. I hate that just popped off. Can't fix that. I got about... Focus. I have... Well, I want to focus. 100... I don't know. 136,000? No.
Nope. You got 113,000.
113,000. I'm tripping.
There was no miles on this thing.
Yeah.
13,000 for a 98.
They told me I drive, State Farm said I drive less than half the country's average.
That's what I always put down on mine. When I do my insurance, they say, you know, roughly 9,000 or something like that. I back it down to about 5.
Yeah.
Because,
well, no, the thing is, though, they're tracking my miles. When they track my miles that I report to them, and I bring the car in and they see my miles, and they're like, man, you drive less than half the country's average. We made you add some miles coming out here. I'm going to probably have to get some new tires. What's happening is the inner, the way my car is sitting, it's pushing on this.
Yes, I can see that.
It's pushing on this side heavier, and that's what happened last time. On the last tire I lost in the back.
No,
because you see it wedged. Well, I mean, of course the car's jacked up, but it's my wheels lean in
on the front,
all around the whole vehicle.
Huh.
They lean in.
Now, did you have it lowered or something?
No, that's just the way it does it. Anytime I get a flat tire or I lose tread or whatever, it's always the inside. Is always
Have you had an alignment?
No.
Okay, you need an alignment because that's called camber. Okay, you have camber is inside, so it'll be wearing on this side. Toe is out in this side. So yeah, you got some toe going on. An alignment would correct that, which they would do all 4 sets, and it would wear your tire even because there's good tread lust on this. All you have to do is actually rotate these. Yeah. I mean, you could actually. I could take that tire and put it in the corner. Actually, it's supposed to put, it's supposed to, I think the back are supposed to switch. Oh, no. Yeah, it's what they do is they bring one of the back up to this side. This goes to that side, and that one goes in the trunk. That one, that's how they do it. You know, they rotate. But what I normally do, if mines are wearing like different like this, I'll take the whole tire off the wheel and just slide it over to that side. That way, this is on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
So then it'll rub on. That's where I had that old 69 Chevy truck that I was keeping those tires. Because I said, I'm not spending no big time money on these tires.
No.
Because they cost enough just one time around.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop. We had 30 minutes. It was a good video.
I forgot you was video.